Chair Solomon,
Yeah.
followed by Senator De La Cruz.
Okay, I have a, I can understand of how we want to expand and, augment our acquisition of prime, agricultural lands, but my concerns are, the lands that you already have. I mean, how productive are they? In terms of all of our, we have a lot of ag parks. I've driven through several of them, and many of those parcels are not even in production. So where are we with all of the lands that we actually have now and we're actually using? So where are we with all of that?
Let me call up Brian again, or Randy, because they can, Randy Taruya, because they can tell you specifically, like in the ag parks as well as the non-ag park.
As far as our ag park programs go, I believe there are less than 10 vacancies in our ag park program. We are, I'm not sure which.
I'm not asking about vacancies, I'm asking about production.
For production numbers, potentially one of the ag parks that you may be referring to is along the Hamakua coast. We're actually working with the Hamakua Cooperative very closely right now.
And how many millions of dollars did we spend there?
Quite a few.
How many? How much?
I think my estimate is combined federal and state dollars over 20.
$20 million.
Over 20, yes.
And who's actually farming there?
The co-op is...
No one. No one. That's my point. That's my point. I mean, I can see us, we're all engrossed in all of this, the New Day plan. I mean, I'm not criticizing. But, this legislature has expended a lot of dollars and no production. Are you folks familiar with the baseline agriculture study that Mayor Kinoi undertook for the island of Hawaii?
I am not, no.
Okay, we should read it. It's pretty astounding of how much emphasis we put on Hamakua, and the only people that are actually farming is in Waimea. So my point is, why aren't we using our Agriculture Development Corporation to start to help these farmers that are actually productive? What is the average age of a farmer here in Hawaii?
60.
60. And what is and I mean, just not in Hawaii, it's nationwide. And what is the possibility of the next generation taking over those farms? Yeah, not good. So for whom are we doing all of this for? That is my question. We're expending millions and millions of dollars of our taxpayer dollars, but for whom are we serving? Don't you think that it would be like, I mean, it's not an Einstein thought. Don't you think it would behoove us, in this, to go chase those farmers who have been farming for decades? My family's been farming for over 150 years. My dad just retired, 82 years old. My nephews, they don't want to get involved. You know why? Because it's hell to farm in Hawaii. You can't make money. Yeah, your lease rents. Your water is out of control. The list goes on and on. So my concern is, what are we really doing in agriculture? That's why I thought that the baseline study that the mayor did was pretty profound, because it really targets in who's actually serious about farming. A lot of us, what we're doing, I feel, is like little pipe dreams here. Oh yeah, we want to, you can't farm without immigrant labor. That's not a new thought. That's how we built the whole plantation system, was all immigrant labor. Those are my concerns, and I don't know how the department is managing it. I mean, are you working? How are we doing this? Is the development agriculture? Are you folks working hand in hand with the private sector? Because nothing's going to move if the private sector doesn't build its own capacity. Are you following me? What my thoughts are?
Yeah, and Senator.
Yeah.
I think what we need to do is provide the committee members with specifically those lots that we have under our jurisdiction and where the active farming is actually taking place.
Yeah, because you'll be surprised. I think in almost every ag park, you're lucky if maybe, I wouldn't even think 50% are really active farming now.
Yeah.
In my father's generation, they were really active, but I'm talking about now. And these parks already have infrastructure, they already, there's a lot going on over there, in terms of how to get these, parks ongoing. Okay, I have one more, and then I'm out.
We'll provide that information.
Okay, thank you. And incidentally, I mean, our big landowners are interested now. Park and Ranch, they're interested, into diversifying into farming. Now, what are our efforts in those areas? Who's taking the lead on that? Is that the Ag Development Corporation's taking the lead?
I'm not sure if there's been discussion with ADC.
Have you had any discussions, Jimmy? I think our large landowners, huh?
We have had discussion with Parker Ranch, malt water. That's the key for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's, again, we're looking at.
Well, I don't mind helping out with the water piece if they're going to be committing some of their lands for agriculture.
Right.
Not for speculation, because that's what they're doing. Yep. Right along the coast, you see those big. We're applying for subdivision, residential subdivision. So where are we? What's our plan for all of that? Do we have somebody ambitiously getting out there,
Yeah, we'll get back to you on that.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Wait, I wanted to say
So
that.
you had another question.
I had one more, yeah.